Hello and welcome to a special edition of Cricket Predictor. We are live from Sharjah, very close to the stadium here, and today we are going to talk about the Border-Gavaskar Trophy. Of course, the honors are even, one test for India and one for Australia. But let's see what the third test has in store for us and Gabba.
But first, you made me realize that why is it Border-Gavaskar? Why not Gavaskar Border Trophy? I played with both of them. I made my debut first against Australia when Border was the captain. And I remember he abused me. And I cried because I never could imagine that my hero, why is he abusing me?
Right.
But this is the way Australians play. And now Indians are giving it back because we are rich now and we are winning. So we have just become like Aussies.
Well, the program is called Cricket Predictor, sponsored by one expat. Of course, I'm joined by Atul Wasan, the former Indian cricketer, and now a very sharp voice and a critic to the Indian cricket and the world cricket at large.
Yeah, because if there were no critics, the world would not progress.
Right.
Because, there's a tandem that good enough is the enemy of perfect.
Absolutely.
But perfect is the enemy of humanity because if you don't strive for perfection and everybody says this is good enough, then where will be?
Well, on a philosophical note, let's talk about the first thing. India won the toss and decided to bowl. And something that no team or India hasn't won in the last 8 encounters at Gabba.
No, we won the last match, but bowling first, batting first is all to do with semantics and the conditions. Because cricket, you have to respect the conditions. And I think it shows maturity that we are not superstitious. We saw the conditions. We have the fast bowlers. We changed the team. We dropped Ashwin.
Yes.
And not because he bowled badly, but they saw that there will be more value in Jadeja. In this pitch, there won't be any much turn. And then I think they've seen that maybe Aussies are well prepared for Ashwin.
Absolutely.
And on these pitches, his variations. And so they padded up the batting.
Right.
And Jadeja is somebody who can keep one end tight. And he can bowl his overs, he can bowl long spells. So they've got this plan. And so in spite of losing the last test match, they are bowling first, which shows that they are not that scared of where the series is going to go.
Absolutely. They're absolutely not scared of where the series is going to go. In fact, India is placed with the first test win. Australia came back in the second test, third test. How is the Gabba ka government happening with the Gabba?
Now you have breached the citadel. Yeah, because they were very proud of this record that nobody has beaten us. And India went there without the big guns. And who won the match for us? Washington Sundar. Rishabh Pant.
Absolutely.
So they are the aggressive bunch, and now we've got a second layer. Even if our big guns fail, we've got these very confident guys. What used to happen earlier was that, the big players who had been to Australia before, they were okay. But the other players who have just taken the step, like me, I remember in the dressing room, I was not sure if I belong here. And this feeling was because from Ranji Trophy, you have been taken there. But this halfway house of IPL has made these players so confident. First of all, money in the bank.
Yes.
They're not scared about losing the job. And, so I was scared if I don't do well, I have to go back to my job and then go in the train again. So they don't have any fear. So they will play, more aggressively. And Australia, if you don't play aggressively, you got no chance.
Absolutely. We are into the second day and the conditions will change.
So the beauty of playing Australia is that all the pitches are different. In India also,
What's been your experience in the past and what?
I was the water boy for the whole tour. I played in New Zealand. But Australia is somewhere, if you do well, suddenly you take the next step. It's the place like Virat Kohli, I remember the first tour. And he got 100, he came back. And he was a different man. Because you could see that he knows that now I belong here and I can get better. So to do well against better teams and best teams gives you that extra thing. If you would have scored 100 against Bangladesh or Sri Lanka, it's not the same. And it's not also given the same kind of respect. Somebody goes and gets 100 at Lords or England in Leeds, when he's heading lead, when he's swinging. So you become a hero because in the context of have you saved the match or won the match?
Yes.
It never used to happen because people used to go on these tours, have personal glory. It doesn't matter whether India won or not.
Well, we're talking about the context of the match. So when you talk about that, the matchups invariably come up.
Yeah.
There are three matchups that stand up very tall. One is Rishabh Pant with Nathan Lyon.
No pun intended.
Yes. No punt intended. Of course, I get that. But when you look at Rishabh Pant and Nathan Lyon, one of the best off spinners with one of the most explosive.
You know why we are talking about this? Because
Yes.
it is a dichotomy. Because this guy, young guy, plays aggressively against probably the best off spinner in the world, has taken him around. If you see the stats, they might not show the whole picture, but he attacked and he pushed Australia back.
Yes.
Because nobody does that.
Push back.
Yeah. Because he's the guy, if he doesn't pick up wickets, he doesn't give away runs.
Yeah.
And he's from here, Brisbane, he was the groundsman here.
Yeah.
And what a lovely story. And look at him now. He's, he's such a
His
guy.
brother runs an academy in the same
Yeah, but
vicinity.
look what he has achieved. But he was on the verge of being dropped for this game. So the matchups are only as good as what you have done in the past and where you're going. And I think India is just playing focused on the day-to-day, match-to-match. They're not, because they're out of the WTC now because of the New Zealand. What is the adjective for this? Black swan movement of Indian cricket, brain fade movement. Because if I die now and wake up 30 years later, they tell me that India lost 3-0 to New Zealand in India. I said, you're joking. What has happened?
And with no top batters and bowlers.
What does it say? What do you mean by top batters? Top is somebody in a team sport that delivers and wins the game for you.
Absolutely. But coming back to Indians' performance, do you think they were highly overrated when it came to New Zealand, or it was a great leveler?
So I tell you, because what happened in Bangladesh series.
Yes.
So I thought that complacency that we can hit our way out, and this baseball, and this COVID has spread to all the world. Because they thought England started winning. England also lost badly in few games, just chasing this. But few games they won, they attributed to baseball. India thought when they are in trouble, and they did that in Kanpur, and they won the match in day and a half. They thought that we are so good that we were just going to do that, and that's what New Zealand. When did you remember the race between tortoise and a hare? So that's it is. So they thought, and without these players, not big stars, not very flamboyant, not worried about their reputations, just stuck to it, and India trying to
Well, in a way, baseball also tries to talk about the pinch hitters coming up the order and smashing the top ballers.
It means that you are turning proper batsmen into pinch hitters. You're pushing the pressure, you're pushing them. If you don't play like this, you won't survive. So if you judge a capacity of a fish to climb a tree, you'll be disappointed.
Absolutely. But you were very good at top of the order in your career.
No, because I was not bothered. So I just enjoyed. I started my career. The first 50 in my life ever. Not in the club game, not in the school game, not in my Malla game, not in Ranji Trophy. The first 50 of my life was against my hero, Rishabh Hadley, in a test match. So there you go. So now you do the math. No matter what you analyze and plan, something else happens.
Absolutely. You also have the record of getting the first 2 wickets in your opening.
That's no record
spell of your life.
If you play, records are made every day. If you think about records, then you are you're not the guy I would admire.
Absolutely. Coming back to the game today, this is the 3rd test match. The pitch is going to move, seam, swing, spin, or whatever it will do. Do you think India is capable of handling the pressure?
I think so, because they lost the match badly, and I think it's a wake-up call. And I knew it's going to happen, but this badly I didn't expect, because pink ball, if this pink ball was further down the series, I would have preferred. But when they make the itinerary, so I think so. And even in Perth, I never imagined we'll win after scoring 150. So things happen like this. This is the beauty of Test cricket.
Well, you're a big supporter of the big twos staying in the team just for the name or the bravado that they provide. The second matchup is between Rohit Sharma and Mitchell Starc. What do you make of the 2 iconic players coming together?
So, when you say this sentence in context of different formats,
Yes.
and in T20, Mitchell Starc is up against it.
Yeah.
Because the intent is that even if he doesn't play a correct shot, he's going to get some runs. But in Test cricket, if you go with that mentality, Mitchell Starc is the one I would back. Because he bowls aggressively, he is not scared. His job is to get wickets. His job is not to like Scott Boland, like maybe Akash Devi in this match, or Shah Sharma did for many years. Just keep on bowling. He won and tied up. If the batting is set, the wicket is good in day 2, day 3. We need a workhorse. And that's why if you judge Ishant Sharma with this record, you'll say, this is ye kya kiya. So this is the problem. Because you throw so much stat that players of different genre look ordinary without even realizing what they have done.
Absolutely. Ishant Sharma Full credit to him for playing 100 test match, but taking a step back, do you think India is missing Shami, Mohammad Shami?
Of course, with Bumrah, Shami, because Siraj is doing well. But I hope, he's in patches. He can be brilliant, but he's not that finished product yet. He's different bowler. But Shami is a master. I've never seen the ball come out so correctly in anybody's hand. That's a God gift. You teach to fast bowlers, but even after that, it has to happen, right? So with his action, but then he's at an age where his knees are going, and he's still doing it. He's gone back to Ranji Trophy. I really respect and admire people like that. He's got everything. He's been there, done it, got the T-shirt. Still, he's got no more to prove. The only way is down, because if he doesn't do well, people will remember him like this. And to take that chance, he's my hero.
Well, Atul is talking about his hero. The show is called Cricket Predictor. Your prediction?
I'm no hero of Amir, who was retired for the 4th time, by the way.
Well, we'll come back to the Mohammad Amir's interview that we've discussed in the past. But let's talk about Cricket Predictor. What is your prediction of Mohammad Shami coming back into the team?
That's no prediction. That is
Inevitable.
That is just a fact. And I think if he's done well, and he just flies in, I think maybe next match we might see him, because that is going to be this. If he's fit, there's no drama. He walks in.
But there was a drama in between the matches he played at the Syed Mushtaq Ali, and the press conference that occurred later.
Yeah.
Do you think there was something going behind the scenes, or?
See, India, there is always some drama, So, but considering that, this was no drama. But I think the main people who decide is the team who needs him, and the leadership group, and the selectors are also on the same page, the board, and everybody on the same page that he should be there. If he's fit. If he's not fit, batsman 90% fit, 80% fit, I would still take a chance. But a fast bowler, but to last and test match, that is a big risk. It could go sideways anytime.
Well, looking at the pitch this time, Gabba, do you think we're going to repeat the Gabba of the previous meeting, or do you think?
I don't think so, because, with this rain today, our chances have diminished, because we thought we'll encash the first day, some juice in the pitch. Otherwise, India would have batted first.
Yes.
And but they saw something in it. They saw if we get 2-3 people out, then we can control the game. And they know that certain batsmen in the Australian lineup are a bit dodgy. But that advantage has been taken, because even if it's covered, even this rain, but there might be some betterment in the pitch, because second day settlers down. So Australia has got the slight edge.
India does have hope.
This is one question. We live in India. What do you think? We have got hope.
Well, absolutely. On hope, we are signing off from Sharjah. This is Atul Wasan and Sunil Kalra on Cricket.
One term you said, I just remember. So if they say everything will be okay in the end, and if it's not okay, it's not the end.
Absolutely. Well, it's a never-ending thing, and a great discussion with the philosopher Atul Wasan in a different capacity. This is Sunil Yashkala signing off on Cricket Predictor from Sharjah.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.